Well, you brought up something that's been near and dear to my heart recently. That's kicker play. You brought up a kicker, so I'm just curious, as a teammate of kickers, what's the general philosophy? We're seeing a lot of kickers struggle right now. We saw it yesterday. How do teams embrace kickers? I mean, how did you see kickers, and how kickers or teams' opinions of kickers change from when they make kicks and when they don't, wins and losses, etc.
Yeah, well, it gets to the point. Kickers are already a little bit. You're already outcasted. Right?
Yeah.
And not because of your position. It's more that it's less requirement of work that you got to put in everybody else. I mean, some days the kickers don't even wear cleats out to practice because they don't have anything to do. Right? These guys are in sneakers on the sideline and they leave. At least with us, sometimes they used to leave halfway. If we didn't have another special teams period, they would leave and go play golf. Nick Hayden and Mike Cyphers, these guys would be, hey, we out.
Unreal.
And I'm like, hold on, we got like an hour left in practice. Where the hell y'all going? They're going to tee it up. And so you're already like a little jealous anyway because they can go and have this kind of lifestyle. So, they go out and miss a kick or a couple bad punts. You like, hell, man, hell with you guys. You guys leave 2 days a week early, an hour before we do. And some of the days you don't even come out in cleats. So they got a tough job. They really I wouldn't want that job. If you're in another position, right? If I go and I miss a big tackle in the game, the next play I can go make that up, right? I can go and I get a big sack. Nobody cares about that tackle I missed. Nobody cares about the play that I had a busted coverage on. If you go get 2 interceptions that game, you that's it. But if you go miss a field goal and you lose by 3, that's people never forget that. I remember Nate Kading had left and went to I think he went to Mexico or something like that for 2 weeks when he missed one of the kicks. He got the hell out of Dodge. And you know what? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Where are you gonna go?
Yeah.
Where are you gonna go? I mean,
but
nobody knows you until you screw up.
But you are right. Like, I can name teams I don't even follow. Like, I can tell you Blair Walsh missed a crazy kick against the Seahawks in the playoffs at University of Minnesota Stadium a few years ago. Like, I can just name that because you're right. You think of kickers and only when they miss the kicks. But if you watch the games now, and especially yesterday on Thanksgiving, Sean, these guys are missing what I would call chip shots. Like, I feel it's getting even worse. And that's the thing that we always talk about on this show, and we have lately with Tug. In the entire world, right, you have, 10 good kickers? I mean, soccer, as Tug always says, right, Tug? It's the biggest sport in the world. Guys are just missing extra points, 28-yard field goals. It's bad now, and it affects games, and it affects seasons. Like you're saying, a missed point here, a missed field goal there, the whole season changes.
Well, kickers have more added pressure than they have ever in the past, right? Because social media is big.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you got news coverage everywhere. You miss a kick back in the day, 20, 30 years ago, and it's like, okay, man, we could have won at that. Who was that kicker's name? Who? Now, you're a meme. Right? You're a meme, right?
Yeah.
You're
instantly.
People are having graphics, right? They're sharing like graphics of you missing this kick, and they're sharing it and then using it in other things that have nothing to do with football.
Yeah.
Like putting. I think I seen the other day, somebody was showing a kicker missing a kick. A kicker was missing a kick, and then somebody used that same meme as missing your shot by trying to hit a chick up in DM. Like, this is how you miss your shot in the DM. Yeah. So you live on forever, right? You live on forever, and that's the difference now as it wasn't 15, 20 years ago. Right, when you miss a kick, I mean, it's not like Finkel and Ihorn.
Yeah.
It's not Finkel and Ihorn anymore. Like, this is not that situation. You live on forever because the internet is forever.
Yeah.
And once that gift gets put out, you're there.
You make a great point. I never thought of it that way. At this point now with the kicking position, there's really no reward. Even when you make a clutch kick, there might be a few tweets for a second. But you're right. It's a job where there's no love. There's only shame when you fuck up.
I played with a long snapper in San Diego by the name of David Benn. David Benn played for almost 2 decades.
As a long snapper.
As a long snapper.
That's a good gig.
I mean, it was a great gig. And Dave Benn was great, a great long snapper. The only time you ever heard Dave Benn, which you did, people looking at me right now, Dave Benn, who? You don't know who he is. He was a great long snapper. And the only time you've ever heard of him is when he had a bad snap. So therefore, you never heard of him. But he was a great snapper. He was a great long snapper. And it's the same thing with kickers, right? So you say you don't remember the kickers, or you do now because of the big ones that they miss. You can watch some games now, and there's some kickers that still playing like 15-plus years. And you're like, who? That dude been in the league 17? Who's he? What's his name? And you don't even know who the hell his name is because he's been so consistent for so long that you don't even know. I was watching somebody, I think it wasn't this season, but last season. They just retired not too long ago. And I'm like, damn, he played for 17 years? And I played against him at least 6 times. But you don't know who he is because he's been so consistent. At that position, there's no pats on the back. There's only kicks in the ass. And that's really what the position came down to.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's an automatic kicker in the league right now, outside of Lutz versus the Saints, who buried a bunch last night.
Ravens, maybe. But
Tucker, but I think he struggled a little bit. But also the Patriots have had 3 kickers this year.
Yeah.
So there's no lock city right now. Maybe someone out there will think of something good. But
I really do think it comes down to the pressure that's on kickers now. And back in the game is getting bigger, and social media and everything around it is getting bigger. The gambling, this is, you miss somebody's spread now, and somebody lose their house, or they're losing cars, or they can't pay rent this month because they betting on you, and you go out. I mean, and I'm not saying you as a kicker, you're thinking that. You're not thinking that at all.
Sure.
But the backlash, I see some of these people going crazy on social media, right? And I'm thinking like, damn, that dude must have lost his car or something. Like there's no way that you're that into or that pissed off because, the guy didn't catch that touchdown pass.
Yeah.
I said, that dude he had to lose his car. Or he can't pay rent this month because he bet on the game.
Yeah, when you're losing your mind over Harrison Butker missing a kick. No, you're right, though. I never thought of it from the social media perspective. But it's also a gig, like you said, if you can hit and you are consistent. It's not a bad thing, man, to be a kicker, right? Because you're just going to sit through years of making money, and you're not going to be getting injured. Guys, if you liked that video, subscribe to us on YouTube. Do it right now.
They're on YouTube.
Oh, that's right.
Right now. Smash the like button. Throw down on the like button, or up if it's over there. Or is it over there?
And leave a comment. Argue with us. We're here. We're not going anywhere. We'll respond to you. You might get some more Bill Walton over here.
I don't know where the subscribe button is, but take your finger and throw it down on the button.
Yeah.